welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show today. Happy Labor Day weekend, everyone. Let me put my ticker up there. Enstrom Toffee Trivia in about an hour from now. So welcome everybody to the show. We've got some good people in. We got Margie and Dea, Mike, GFO Drones, good to see you. Pinoy Ahoy, welcome to the show. Thomas O'Sullivan in Thomas Aerials, welcome. Jody, Drone Shots, Mike Mack, welcome to the show. Brent Nunley, Bill, Metro Drones, welcome. And Chris Hope, welcome everybody to the show. We got a good show today. We're going to talk about, since it's a big weekend, let's talk about what are you guys flying this weekend? And where are you flying? I'm going to be trying out the Autel Evo again. And I want to I found this out today that there is a zoom feature in the Autel Evo, the original one. Let me know, folks, am I lagging pretty bad? I am not sure. Joe, Jaybird Drone, welcome to the show. Great show today. So tomorrow I'm going to try out the Autel Evo again. I just found out about this today, that it has an 8x zoom feature, which I didn't know about. So I am lagging, Mitch says. So here's what I may do. If this doesn't clear up soon, I am going to switch over to my regular camera. This is not looking good. So stick around. I will be back in a sec. Let me bump out and I'm going to bump right back in. Stay tuned, folks. Alrighty, welcome back. We got everything all taken care of. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. This is looking much better. I am so sorry for what's going on. Agent K, welcome to the show. Jim, above and beyond drones, welcome. All right, just waiting for. Am I still lagging? I don't know what is going on. There we go. Robert Glazer, welcome to the show. Oh, okay. Mitch says it's okay. It's better. Great. That is good to hear. So let's get back into it. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Mike. I hope it goes better today. So here in Colorado, to show you how wacky the weather is, we're in the mid to upper 90s today. It's been hot, so I've stayed home inside my apartment all day, stay out of the sun. We're going to have snow on Tuesday. We're going to have about a 50 to 60 degree drop. So that's how wacky we are here in Colorado. So we're going to go from in the 90s down into the 30s on Monday night and early Tuesday. We're going to be in the 30s on Tuesday. So with the good chance of snow, probably rain. So hopefully the next couple of days will be nice. It will still be in the 80s on Monday, I believe. So 12 inches of snow. Oh boy, I hope not. If we get that much snow, then we'll probably have a snow day at work. Most likely, we'll probably just get a dusting, and as soon as the sun comes up, it'll melt. Yes, thank you, Steve Mac. Don't forget my tip jar. If you like this program, you want to support me, that would be greatly appreciated. Up in the mountains, that's possible that we get we'll get probably several inches of snow up there. So, now, I feel sorry for Sean Oz because he's up there in Dillon, Colorado, where they'll get some snow. They'll probably get an inch or two, and it'll be gone the next day. But Tuesday will be the tricky day because when that snow melts, it's going to get really slick out there. So just waiting for the usual suspects to come and join me in the live stream here. So yes, Jody, thank you. Hit that like button. Tom 10 Toes, welcome to the show. Hey, let's welcome our first guest to stream. Mitch, old guy and a drone. I don't know if that worked, but
Do I need to supply my own applause?
There you go. And then our second panelist is Jim from Above and Beyond Drones.
I was going to help you out, but then Mitch showed up.
Well, that's what I was saying. I said Art looks like he could use a little help here, so I'll just pop in. And so you got half of Florida here for you now, Art. How about that?
There you go.
I want some of that 30-degree weather over this way.
Man, tell me about it. Yeah, I'd like to see a little snow tomorrow myself. It's been hot. It's been hot.
Oh, man. Mitch, I flew all day yesterday. I said the hell with it. It was 105 on the
heat index.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It was brutal.
If you sit here and wait for that, because I think somebody said at 105 you shouldn't be flying because the drone won't take it, with the humidity level versus the temperature.
Yeah, that's right.
They should be able to handle that, though.
Just cover up those airports, so you don't get that moisture inside your drone.
Sunrise Water Media liked your Evo versus Air 2 video, Art.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I saw that. I watched that today.
Yeah, you
That's
came
kind of
into
not a
my
fair fight.
premium. You know what? Sean just pointed this out that the Evo has a zoom feature. I didn't. I did not know about this. So earlier today, I went and looked at a few videos on how to do it. So tomorrow, I'll take out the Evo and give it a test flight, and then we'll do a comparison on which one has the better zoom. The
Is
Autel
it a
has an 8x zoom, where the Mavic Air 2 has 4x in 1080p.
now? Do you have to use the app to zoom, or is there actually a control on the
I
controller
think
to
it's in
zoom?
the app. It's the same as in the Mavic Air 2.
Remember, the Mavic Pro had a zoom as well, digital
Yeah,
zoom,
that's
and
true.
you could use the little joystick on the controller to do it.
Well,
So
on
you
the
didn't have to
Mavic
fiddle
Air
with the app.
2, if you push the function button and scroll with the gimbal, you can zoom that way. And I'm not sure
Oh, okay.
if the Evo has that capability, or do you have to like put your finger on it and then just kind of slide the slider over, or press the button, or press the number on. Welcome, Herman, Phantom Flight 101. Welcome to the show. Cool.
Ray Kelly. Got to say hello to Ray.
Ray Kelly, welcome.
Yeah, Ray
welcome.
Kelly's here, and
Hey, that was a nice fishing video that you posted, Ray. Catching, they call snappers up there in New York, but they're really the bluefish.
Yeah, the baby blues.
Yep.
Off the Long Island Sound.
Yep, Long Island.
Used to get some beautiful lobsters up there and clams. Oh, man, we always had these huge clam bakes at the Nisququag River Boat Club. Until in the 80s, it all became polluted.
Yeah. Yep.
so you guys ever wonder why the post office is struggling financially?
I don't know how the hell they can be, but okay.
So today, I have notices that I have 3 little packages, Amazon, like
Right.
stuff, out for delivery. So I said, wow, it's going to be a fun afternoon. Get 3 packages, little, gizmos for the, quads, FPV stuff, camera, little stuff that I've been waiting
Right.
for. And 1 little package from China.
Nice.
Now, obviously, I have them, so it all worked out. But so about 5:30, the mail truck comes, and of course, I'm not sitting outside waiting for it. But about 5:45, I say, well, the mail ought to be here by now. Usually, what happens when they deliver a package is my cell phone will go ding, and it'll say, your package has been delivered, because they scan them as they deliver them.
Yeah.
But no
Scan,
dings, no
take a
nothing.
picture.
I go
The
out.
post office does that, or just Amazon does that?
No, I
think
get
it's just-
race day quads also. When their computer is also set to intercept the delivered notice and send out an email. So,
Nice.
so I go out, check the mail, no packages, but 2 Spectrum advertisements, 1 in Spanish, addressed to the house that used to be next door to me, but isn't anymore, and a bill, but no packages. So I've had this happen before, where I'll have notices that they're out on the truck, and the mailman either screws up, delivers them at the wrong house, or forgets to deliver them and takes them back. And this one from China now, I've been tracking for 4 weeks, watching it, working its way across the world to get here. And finally it gets on the mail truck, and then I go out to my mailbox and it's not there. So I say, oh, Jesus. So I figure, well, maybe I can chase the mailman down. They can't have gotten too far. So I jump out and I get in my car. And I start heading out, and I notice there are mail trucks everywhere in the community, like 4 of them.
Right.
So I stopped one of them and I said, I'm trying to track down my packages. What the hell's going on? They said, well, your regular mail route guy this morning didn't make it. So this afternoon they just took the entire route, which is a pretty big one, and split it up among 4 different mail trucks and sent them all out. Long story short, I had my bills on one truck and each of my 3 packages on one of 3 other trucks. It took four mail trucks, 4 separate delivery people to bring me my mail today.
Wow.
And you wonder why the post office is screaming that they're losing money.
I got a package, Mitch, and I think I told you this. I got a package where it was just the bubble wrap package. There was an actual slit in it where all my my $200 ADATA SD cards had been taken out, and they delivered the empty bubble wrap package. Because once it goes, some of these suppliers deliver it to UPS, and UPS, instead of delivering it, will give it to the post office to deliver. Have you guys ever had that?
Oh yeah, well they have deals like that, but that's why all the mailmen carry two useful tools with them. They carry a surgical knife to slit the package open, and a nice pair of angled tweezers to extract your merchandise out of the package. Before
it turns out that they photo scan each piece that is delivered, because I went down to that post for $250. You can bet your ass I was going down there.
Yeah.
And she showed me where it was photographed. They actually photo scan every piece of package that goes through, but you couldn't see the slit in it. So I couldn't pin it to the post office or UPS because you couldn't see the slit in it. So I got screwed. In the end, the tale of the story is I got nothing.
The post office has a service, and I subscribe to it. It's called Informed Delivery, and anybody can get it. It's free. They photograph, they do image every piece of mail that goes through the post office, except the third class, pamphlets and advertisements. But every piece of mail, and every morning at about 8 o'clock, I get an email from the Postal Service that says this is what you're getting today, and it actually shows an image one on top of the other of all the different pieces of mail I'm going to get, and then at the bottom it tells me the packages that are coming today, and and then sometimes even packages that are expected coming soon with tracking numbers. And they do that. I get that every day. It's exciting because I get to see in advance which particular Spectrum ad I'm going to get on that particular day, because I get one every day. But they do alternate them a little bit.
Our lives are so full.
Yeah.
UPS has the same thing. It's called UPS My Choice. They'll email you whenever the packages come in.
Yeah. What's cool is they'll let you track the truck. Have you gotten those yet? Where you have an app and it shows you the map. Shows you the map where the truck is. And it starts out and it says the truck is in your area, and then you'll see the truck a couple miles away. And then if you look at it later, it says almost there, and the truck might be in your neighborhood. And one day, just for grins, I'm waiting for this package that was relative. I think it was one of my, I think it was one of my DJI goggles. It was an expensive package, and I was anxious to make sure it got here okay. So and they sent me the thing with that app, and I'm tracking it. And this friggin' truck was all day long was within like hundreds of yards of me, and then headed off all miles away in the other direction. And it got close again, and then it turned around and headed off in that direction again. And finally, like the last stop of the day at 7 o'clock at night, the guy pulls up in front of my house.
I've never gotten mail as late as you have.
Unbelievable. We get it here sometimes 7, 8 o'clock.
And now they deliver on Sundays too.
Amazon. I got some stuff coming from Amazon tomorrow.
Yep.
On Sunday. And of course it's a holiday weekend, so we're not getting there's no mail on Monday. So I figured my 3 packages were lost until Tuesday at best. But sure enough, 4 different mail trucks pulled up and one of them actually handed me the package. I found one of the ones I pulled over. An Agent K says he would have liked to have seen me chasing mail trucks all over the neighborhood.
Right.
It was pretty neat. But one little girl had like two pieces of mail left in her whole entire truck, and I held up my hand as I was driving in the other direction, and asked her if she had a package for me, and she looked down and she held up the package. It was the one from China. It was like the last thing on her truck. She said, "Thank you, you saved me a trip."
Exactly, Robert Glazier. That's what I got. I got the bubble wrap white package with the slit in it. What do you do? I had bought that. It was a special. I got them for $100 each because they're normally like $200 or something. The A-Data Premium One V90 128 gigabyte cards, and it was on Drop Ship, which is now known as Drop. It was Mass Drop, which is now just Drop. It was a special they were having, so I got onto it, and I have bought from them before without a problem. Right. But this time the two SD cards were put in one package and slid out. So, there was nobody to blame because I couldn't target it, because they delivered it UPS, and UPS can decide if they want it to go the last mile, they call it, via the post office or not. So what are you going to do? I bought them from a debit card because Ray is saying if you buy it with a credit card, you could get you. But I use my debit card. I don't use credit for anything. I either have the money or I don't in my life.
Right.
I don't put anything on credit.
Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Well, I'll tell you what, I for a while did not use credit, but I started using credit cards for a lot of things because of the protection they offer. I just managed to make sure I pay the bill every month. In other words, I don't carry any balances. So it is convenient, and it does offer you some protection, especially when you go to make a reservation at a hotel or something like that. Because if you do that with a debit card, they tie up your money with a pending hold, sometimes for a week, until the hold releases when the charge doesn't come through. But when they put that initial query in there, and I didn't like that. Also, I found that I'm much happier when people don't draw stuff right out of my bank account. Let the credit card company think that I owe it to them. It's much easier to deal with. And credit card companies will give you much better service in dealing with merchants than your bank will.
No, I haven't had that problem. Yeah. Even when I went to Vegas, the room was more than the damn airfare. A $50 room off season came to $700 for 5 days,
Wow.
Screwing of a lifetime, because it was CES.
That's lost wages, yeah. Yeah.
And this year they'll have the Lost Wages Raiders playing.
Are they going to have an audience or not? Because the whole NFL is supposed to have no crowds.
Nope. They're here in Denver. They've got a deal for 100, 120 bucks. You can get a picture of yourself and have a life-size cutout put in the stadium, in the stands.
How much does that cost?
$125, he said.
You're kidding.
Somewhat. Yeah, no.
P.T. Barnum said it best. I don't even need to say it because everybody knows. But I will for the one or two of you that may not. He said, "There is a sucker born every minute."
Every minute.
Yep, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
I heard they finally had. Was it the Kentucky Derby they had today? And they cut off the ending. The network just okay. That's it. We're wait a minute. We haven't seen who won.
That's like the Heidi Bowl.
Yeah, that's like the Heidi football game.
Jets, Oakland Raiders. Yeah.
Yep.
This game's a loser. The last minute, 4 touchdowns were scored.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm selling stars if anybody's interested. I'll name you after one of them. There are people who do that. They sell those astrological stars. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man.
They still have that going. I just
You get a certificate and
really-
everything. Guy
Yep.
named Bob named this star after you.
Yeah, there you go.
We should start that up, Mitch.
There's so many scams. You know, so many scams out
Someone
there.
wants
It
to
just
check
gets
a little more, or you're
worse.
gonna do it.
What is that?
Oh, it sounds like Jim's honey.
I heard some woman's voice.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just me getting told to mow the lawn.
Oh, it was you. It was yours. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I heard some birds in the background there. That must have been Jim.
That was a woman chirping at me to mow the lawn.
No, before that, it sounded like, "Err, err."
Oh, I don't know. It's possible. I'm out here in God's country.
Yeah. Well, at least for now, pretty soon you'll be built up all around you.
I'll be gone. I'm telling you, Art, it's insane. The building
Yeah.
is insane.
Well, I mean,
Well, Mitch knows they're building right
Yeah.
next to the park. And down here, they just got the freaking expressway exit in, and they're already jamming houses in there. Who the hell wants to live between an expressway and another highway?
Yeah.
Everything starts at 200,000.
Yeah.
And there is no if you get the crash of 2008 back here again,
Yeah.
because we had half the city of Palm Bay were empty homes.
Yep.
If that happens again, this place is just going to go down.
Mhm.
Boom.
Hey, Lon Denard, welcome to the show.
Hello, Lon.
What I mean by that is we have no industry here.
Yep.
Well,
You-
we do, but not enough to support that kind of people. We have the.
Well, you do. Melbourne does. Melbourne's got Northrop Grumman and
Yeah,
Paris.
we got all the space stuff,
Yeah.
Yep.
and we've got Embraer at the Melbourne airport building the
Their own.
Phenom business jets. They build them here.
And all of these, by the way, in case you don't know, L3 Harris builds your own drones. Northrop Grumman has their own drones and command control systems. There's plenty of U.S. companies since the president made it a priority. None of them do commercial crap for us. There's a place called Tomahawk that takes the, what's that handheld thing that the astronaut made?
Oh yeah.
The that joystick.
Krasinski.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that called? Where
Aviator was it
The
called?
Aviator, yeah.
yeah, where Ken Herron gave him
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
bad view.
and Bill between Ken Hearn and Bill the drone reviewer with their two reviews of that thing, that put the death knell on it right there.
Yeah, FT Aviator.
FT
I spoke to
Aviator,
him.
yeah.
I spoke to him at CES, and he said if they had known how to use the damn thing, it would have helped. But,
Well,
what are you going to do? I don't know.
Yeah. So I see Carlos is in here. I have to tell Carlos I test flew his little
Oh, cool.
Japalera drone that I am trying to fix for him, and I test flew it this morning, and obviously I didn't wreck it. And the news is there's something wrong with the receiver, and I recommend a new video transmitter. Other than that, it flew okay. It flew okay.
Cool.
I have a video of that which I'll share tomorrow night on my stream, but there's hope for it.
So you think the VTX died, or it definitely died?
No, it's got a TBS Unify race. They call it a race edition, and the reason they call it a race edition is it's a low power VTX. It's designed for racers. When you got 8 different video signals all going at the same time, they limit the power, and it's got a maximum power of 200 milliwatts. But this particular VTX, when I got it, had not been unlocked, so it was stuck on 25 milliwatts no matter what you did to it. Yes, and 25 milliwatts doesn't go very far, especially if you're flying around trees. So
Right.
So that went, but I kept getting receiver fail safes, micro fail safes in this thing, not 50 yards away from me on an XM plus
Right.
receiver should not happen. So I think it's got a bad receiver in it. But other than that, the quad itself flew pretty good.
Is it raining by you, Mitch?
No, I haven't had rain. We haven't had rain up here in 3-4 days now. Not a drop.
Well,
Looks like it's
Dry.
5 seconds from rain now.
Right? It might. It might. It might.
well, we haven't had rain here in about a week, and we're expecting snow on Tuesday. But you got to remember, Denver is 5,280, 5280. Yep.
Mile
Feet,
high. Yeah.
feet high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denver,
that's,
this area is an alpine desert.
We're
Well, you
about
figure,
12 feet above water.
yeah, 12 feet above sea level. You figure it this way, Art. The temperature falls about 2.5 degrees per 1,000 feet of altitude.
Uh-huh.
So if you're at if you're up on a mountain at 10,000 feet high, you're going to be about 25 degrees cooler than the surface, down at the surface near there. So you're probably running 10 to 12 degrees lower normally than you would be if you were at sea level.
Yep.
Little bit of trivia for you there.
Important information.
Aviation trivia.
We're expecting about a 60 to 50 degree difference.
And
from
what do you
Monday
got?
to
A cold
Tuesday.
front? Is that a cold front? Early cold
Yeah,
front?
cold
coming through?
fronts coming through, and
Lon, that's true, man.
Yeah.
we get
Yeah.
that. Yep, we get crazy.
They call the
weather.
hills. I was talking the other day. They call the hills down here Mount. They mount this and mount that. There's a city
Yeah.
named Mount Dora.
Yeah.
Mount Dora's got elevation about 250 feet. And people running around with bumper stickers on their car that say, "I climbed Mount Dora." Yeah.
Is that where you
wants to know
find
if I'm gonna
Dora the
sell me a
Explorer?
QX7S. Yeah. Carlos wants me to sell him my QX7S, and I was keeping it as a spare, but I just ordered a Radio Master T16S, so I won't need it.
Ooh.
So we'll talk about it. See, we're doing.
I thought you
business
had a
here.
T16.
I have a jumper T16.
Okay.
I wanted
well,
I
there you
wanted
go.
the new Radio Master. Not just because I wanted to have a similar programming as a spare transmitter.
Right.
And
Wow.
I mean, these things are $139, Jim, for what I consider a relatively high-end radio. They're incredible, and the money they're giving them away at that price.
Yeah.
You spend more than that at the grocery store on a good
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
$140. So they had a coupon. Banggood just had a coupon sale, which saved about $15, and I had some points with Banggood, so I ordered the damn thing. But when I got all done, it was like less than $120 is what it was going to cost me, including
Oh,
boy.
freight and shipping and insurance. So I said, well, let me just pick one of them up while they're giving them away. So now
Yeah,
we got
there you go.
another package to track for the next 4 weeks from China. Pray to the great shipping gods that it doesn't get lost. Although I've only.
They act like I care. I don't. This 2-day shipping crap with Amazon Prime. I'm just a Prime member for the video. I don't give a damn if the thing's here in 2 days, but I get 27 emails. If it's not, we're going to take an extra day for COVID or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't care, man. Just deliver the
I
thing.
like
and when
them.
it gets here, I'll be fine.
I like the 2-day stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I needed some solder because I went ahead and just about ran out of solder. This is how much I got left here. I know, Art, we're going strange here on your show, but what else we got to talk about? Got to keep it rolling. So this solder here, this is really fine electrical solder. It's 0.5 millimeter
Right.
diameter. Okay.
There's no flux in
And-
that.
Yeah, there's a little flux in it too. And this is, if you look at it, it says Radio Shack.
There you
Yes,
go.
so you can almost figure how old this roll of solder was. And I've got about maybe 1 foot of it left. So I said, well, it's time for me to order some solder. So I ordered this rosin core solder on Amazon, and it was like $9 a roll.
Oh,
But
cool.
I didn't realize it. It's 1 millimeter thick. It's twice the thickness. Now, by all standards, you might think that's fairly thin solder, but when you're soldering on those teeny little terminals on those teeny little flight controller boards, this is way, way too big. So I said, well, maybe I just ought to pick up another roll of the 0.5 millimeter solder. So I ordered it yesterday on Amazon, and they're delivering it on Sunday. They're going to deliver it tomorrow on Sunday.
Cool.
That's how important it is to Amazon that I get my solder. So I like that. It makes me feel very important.
Cool.
I could say impotent.
Impotent, yeah.
I
No,
still get
boy.
Radio Shack emails all the time.
Really, I didn't even know they were still in business. I haven't seen a Radio Shack store.
Yeah.
Used to go in
they
there
took
and
down our
buy.
last store.
Used to go down when I was a kid. We were making these little electric. We used to go in there and buy resistors, and
Yep.
they had all the little resistors in packages, and then and little the different kinds of switches, and
Yep.
not anymore.
When they were closing out, Mitch, I bought a couple of Harman Kardon, the big round Harman Kardon stereo Bluetooth speakers. Freaking
Oh, yeah?
fantastic. I got them for like, I think it was $190, and they were like $300 speakers, but they were going out of business. They were shutting their stores down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm laughing at Brian.
Hello,
He-
phenomena.
I'm laughing at his post there. Did you see that? He says, I drove
Ah.
3 hours for an 11-second live stream. And I saw the live stream. I got the notification, and I tuned in, and it went for like 10 seconds, and then it was over. It was gone.
Now, what happened, Brian? Come in here.
Yeah, Brian,
Yeah,
come
I
on in
think
here and tell
I sent
us the
Brian
story.
a link.
I
Tell
want
us
to hear
how
about
good
this.
Yeah,
Did
tell us
you-
how good it could have been. Tell
you
us
hot-
what could have been.
Did you hot spot it, or what happened? I want to know what happened.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know. And
Yeah.
Dan from Drone Pool did a live stream today with his Mavic Air 2.
Cool.
So
I didn't get that notification either.
So I caught the last 10 minutes of it, and so I get in on the chat and I say, the hell kind of FPV is this? And Carlos comes back with a comment, lame FPV.
Bad cell signal for his mobile hotspot. Okay.
Oh, wow. Too tired,
okay.
he says.
We'll do, Ray.
That's funny. Oh, yeah, lame FPV. But now there's a couple of guys now. John Coopy is another one. FPV guy just bought a Mavic Air 2. What the hell is...
Yep, that's right. Saw that.
I coined a phrase the other night on somebody's show. I said, going to the light side.
Oh, was that on Coast Drone Therapy? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, drone therapy. I put that in the chat there, and now it's become a phrase. It's already caught on. Everybody's using it now.
Right.
But I'll take credit for it. Going to the light side.
Tom, your toffee will get there soon. Since I don't have a car, it's kind of hard for me to ship stuff. So I'll ship you the candy, and I got a little something for you, a little project for you to work on for me. So, hey, there's Mel. Mel, I've sent
Mel, how
you a
you
link
doing,
if
buddy?
you want to pop in,
Yeah, Mel, come
So-
on in, buddy.
All right.
make it a
Sounds like-
lively discussion. And here's my email. I don't know what's going on with vMix. Went to try it today and just having a heck of a lag in it. Last Sunday when I didn't have the show, Lloyd came in and we tweaked it, and I thought we got the problem solved. So evidently I need to go back in and hopefully fix that problem. Is that a Yamaha? I don't know. It might be a Steinway.
You're about half a second off right now, too.
Yeah, it's lagging a little bit right now, but not as bad as it was.
No.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Michael Blade.
Oh, Michael,
Hey, Michael.
here. How you doing? Yeah, all the guys are coming in. Look at this. Yeah.
I'm going to jump off while I got 10 minutes, and then I can say I started the lawn because I don't want to have to be convicted of murder.
Oh,
understand.
okay.
We understand.
Well, get out there and what? You got about 2 minutes of cutting. You can jump back.
No, I got about 2 minutes of light. But the lawnmower, why the hell does the lawnmower have lights on it? It's like, am I going to mow the lawn at night?
Well, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
Stupid tractor comes with lights on it,
Oh,
which
you
only
got one?
works when one of the lights don't work. I don't use them. What if they don't work? I'll get mad.
Life is rough, isn't it, Jim? Man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, don't put the feature on there, because if it's on there, I'm going to use it. You know what I mean? It's like trying to get 10 bit out of an Evo, too.
Hey, Mel.
Well, that's
there
what
he
the
is.
lights are. That's what the lights are for.
Mowing in the dark?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this
Waiting
idiot will
at the
be out there
neighbors.
doing it. Let me see. What time is sunset, Mitch?
Right about now, I
about
think.
4 to 8 your time. So you better get your butt out there and get that done. It only takes you a couple minutes
7:38.
on that riding along.
It's already past 7:38.
5 minutes ago. Happened 5 minutes ago. So you got about 20. You got about 25 minutes of civil twilight left.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
then the FAA says it's illegal to mow your grass. So you better
Screw
get out
it.
there.
I'll
and do
mow
it.
half the lawn. Oh, you know what? I'll put my initials in the friggin' front.
Why don't you write something obscene in the front with the lawnmower? And then do it?
Who's bitching about your lawn?
My other half.
Oh. Well,
Now, why
women.
didn't you do that earlier?
Can't live with them, can't live with them.
Yeah.
But they don't get out when you say get out.
Should have had that done this morning when the weather was cooler.
I don't know how my neighbor gets away with it. He hasn't mowed his in 2 weeks. He doesn't get half the bitching I do. Oh, man. But at least I am not Bob Casey. Bob Casey's got about friggin' 4 acres to mow. I mean, I'd go
Oh,
out of
my
my
God.
mind.
Oh, man. Well, I don't have that problem. I live here in an apartment on Monday afternoon. The lawn guys are here, and depending on when I get home, they're probably just finishing up, or they've got about another half hour or so, and I can hear them outside my apartment.
landscapers do all the mowing and trimming and flowers and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
That reminded.
There's nothing more than I love than an HOA fee.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday, the piano tuner comes.
Yep.
For
Yeah,
the
that
sign.
reminds me of a story.
Okay, I'm jumping out.
Wait, Jim, you want to hear this?
Oh, you're going to get me screwed. Go ahead.
These
You
three
should
old
be
guys.
so lucky, Jim.
These 3 old guys, kind of like you, me, and Mitch. You know,
That's right, Mitch. Okay.
they're at the convalescent home. 2 guys are sitting out front playing checkers, and 1 guy's watching. First guy says, "Man, I wish I could take a whiz before 9 in the morning." The guy watching says, "You know, I don't have a problem. 6:30 a.m. I take a leak, no sweat." The other guy playing checkers says, "Man, you know, since I've gotten older, I wish I could have a movement before 9 a.m." The other guy says, "Hey, man, no problem. You know, 6:35, right after that, you know, movement, no problems." Clockwork every day. And those 2 guys playing checkers look at him and said, "Well, what the hell would you complain about?" He says, "Well, I wish I could wake up before 9 a.m.
Yep.
That's cute, Mel.
That is good.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah.
And with that, I'm out.
See you
All
later,
right,
Jim.
take care,
See you,
Jim.
buddy.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch, I took 3 airplanes out and flew them today and brought all 3 of them back.
Oh,
Hey,
great.
that's called progress, Mel. Good for you.
Yep.
Good for
Yep.
you.
I'm editing some video now. I didn't wear the goggles, but I flew the foam trainer with the FPV camera on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
and I left the goggles set in the trunk of the car there with the trunk open and all the stuff. You know how you do. You leave the deck lid open,
Yeah.
whatever. And I had them on record, and I'm out there flying the hell out of the airplane, doing loops and rolls and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I really enjoy line of sight flying.
Yeah.
I enjoy, especially if you have an aerobatic airplane. I enjoy flying at line of sight, and I'll do the same thing. If it has an FPV camera, I'll set the goggles down and record the goggles feed.
Yep. Just let them run. Yep.
Yeah, but just
Yep.
go out there and fly the airplane. I enjoy, especially these flying wings. These flying wings are so aerobatic, and I'm looking forward to this little puppy. This little thing here, little
Yeah.
tiny. And it's got the FPV, but when I took it out to fly to do the maiden on it, the camera wasn't working right, so I didn't want to fly it.
Ah,
So I just got the replacement camera today for it. Now, and maybe after the show, I'll put the camera and take it out tomorrow. But this little bugger will go probably about 70, 80 miles an hour. This
Oh,
tiny
damn.
little thing.
Oh boy.
And it's gonna be a little blast. And it's got those lithium ion batteries in it, the 3,500 milliamp cells.
Cool.
It'll fly over an hour,
Yeah.
over an
Wow.
hour of flight time on one of those little batteries. So I'm looking forward to that little pusher with iNav. It's got iNav and the GPS and all the automation in it, and the return to home and waypoints
Right.
and everything
Yep.
in this tiny little thing. So
Well,
Cool.
I got my my first airplane, the big balsa one. I flew it today too, and it flew real nice. I got the balance worked out in it. I had to cut the top of the fuselage off up near the front part of it, like right behind
Yeah.
the motor mount,
yeah,
and make it into a trap door to mount the battery way up
the
there.
battery.
Yeah, that made it balance. And
How's it fly? Pretty good.
oh man, I landed it what you would call a squeaker.
Good for you.
You know,
It
I
comes
was
back
wishing.
to you, doesn't it?
I was
It comes-
thinking, man, I wish I had a camera rolling just now, because I brought it in and held it off the ground till it burned energy. It touched the main gear and then it touched the nose wheel, just like you're supposed to
Yeah.
on grass even. So
Cool.
I was pretty pleased with that.
Cool.
I see
cool.
Londonard had a disco, Parrot disco. Well, that disco was pretty much what the flying wings that we have now are. They have the auto
Yep.
launch, stabilized launch mode, and you can fly them in stabilized or regular mode, however you want. That was an expensive little airplane, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That Parrot disco, wasn't that around $800 or something?
Something like
Ridiculous.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm charging the battery for the goggles now. I'm gonna go out there again early in the morning, try and beat everyone out there. If I beat everybody out there, I can get the Tiny Hawk out and fly it through the buildings and stuff. But if there's people
Cool.
sitting in them, I little.
Is that you beeping? Who's beeping? Something, Agent K had mentioned it, and I hear it too.
Yeah,
you-
And
you
about
hear that
every
beeping?
8 seconds, it's going beep beep. Yeah.
Do you? Well, maybe
Is
I
it
ought
you?
to shut off my QX7.
That would, yeah, okay. Yeah, that'd work.
I've been flying the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I forgot to shut the transmitter off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going to have to charge that battery too.
That's a
Well, I'm
problem. They
charging up
got
the
so many
controllers
batteries to
beyond
charge,
zero.
and so many of these batteries, they all have different kinds of adapters.
Yep.
So here we are. What's
Here
So
we
here
are.
we are. We got this long weekend. Mine started yesterday. I had Friday off, so I was busy car shopping. Almost bought a car. Glad I didn't, because it had a low miles. It had a V6 engine in it. It was a Nissan Maxima. But boy, it was a beater. Oh God. I'm like, oh crap, this thing. Oh God, it's gonna just the body work would cost me almost as much as the car. So luckily it didn't work out. So today I've been car shopping online. I've been sending out, hey, I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested. Let's meet. never hear from the people.
No.
So going to try again tomorrow. So hopefully I could get it done early so that I could do Art's place tomorrow. Yep. So we got a lot to talk about. Tomorrow we'll talk about the convention and Nancy's hairdo.
Nancy's hairdo, yeah.
Oh God. Oh, and then this brouhaha about what was it? The Atlantic Monthly.
Oh, the Atlantic article, yeah, about Trump dissing the military. Yeah, that was another hoax.
Yeah, I've got
I saw today that Bolton, even John Bolton, came out today, and you know how he hates Trump.
Yeah.
He came out today and basically said that never happened. Trump never had nothing but respect for the military. Now, when John Bolton comes out and defends Trump, you know that there's something going on. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah.
It's called Save Your Own Ass.
I have a funny feeling that Bolton realizes that he ruined his entire future taking the course that he did, and he's trying to swim upstream like salmon. You think, get himself back into the fold again, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's all fraud. So Lon says it was about $1,200 for that Parrot Disco with the goggles and the controller.
Wow.
Wow, we're getting into DJI Mavic territory now.
Wow.
But that was neat. You know who had one of those? This Dustin Dunhill, the guy in Hawaii. Yeah, and he took that disco and put a 4G system in it.
Wow.
That sent the video feed and the control signals over the cellular network.
Right.
And he flew that sucker out a long way. As long as it was connected to the cell system, you could control it.
Oh boy.
And with 5G, that's going to be an option for the long-range control of all of these delivery drones and everything else. That's how they're going to be controlled. They're going to be connecting via the 5G cellular network more than likely. So I wonder if we'll have access to that same control,
right.
Which means, Mel, that I could fly something in your backyard from my house, basically.
Exactly.
Amounts to, yeah.
Yep. Want to see a loop?
You got video?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll share it for you.
Sure. Let's see a loop. Cool.
There we go.
With a little styrofoam trainer.
That looks like a pretty good flying little airplane.
It's a great flying little airplane.
Oh boy, cool. Huh.
Yeah, I like that tail-mounted camera.
Popsicle FPV, man. My newest invention.
It's cool. Yeah, a nice crowd at the field out there. Look at all the cars.
Oh, yeah, we had several guys out there today.
Cool.
So I'm flying at the park this morning, and there's one other guy out there, and he's flying some airplanes, and he's got one of these little hot rod things, 100-mile-an-hour little EF extra things, and he loses his radio signal. Down it goes. And there's an area of the field out there where it's notorious for interference. Way in this corner of the park there, a lot of guys have gotten hit out there. Sure enough, that's where he went down. So they went out looking for it. Couldn't find it. So I think I'm going to do a search and rescue mission tomorrow morning. I'm going to take my Mavic 2 Zoom.
There you go.
I'm going to take it out there, and I'm going to go looking for his airplane to see which tree. Maybe it's sitting in the top of a tree, a big tree. A lot of trees and a lot of brush out there.
Yeah.
So I will fly to Mavic 2 tomorrow morning.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. See if we can.
There'll be some rolls and stuff coming up too, Art, for you. You like that loop, huh, Art?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah, whoa! He kind of gets halfway around and then woof, the rest of the way.
Yeah, it was kind of like buck you off, you know.
Yeah.
I did a little bit smoother one later. I brought the nose up a little before I went into the loop. And
You're getting a pretty good feed from that little camera.
yeah, and I've got it on the lowest power setting, and I think I'm going to bump it up to the middle power setting.
I would.
I think that'll cure my video feed problems.
Yeah.
But yeah,
if you're only on 25 milliwatts.
When it's real close, it's clear and strong.
Yeah.
And
Right.
yeah. And this is recorded in the Fat Sharks, so
Well, that's not bad.
Hey, Sean, welcome to the show.
hey, Mr.
Oh,
Kelly.
Sean.
Yeah, so I think if I bump it up to the 100-watt setting or 100 milliwatt setting, I think it'll be a lot more reliable.
Right.
Especially that corner of the field out there, the trees are taller and stuff, and for some reason they seem to.
Woo.
Yeah, see, I did a loop, and then once I got up to the top of the loop, I rolled it back over level.
Uh-huh.
And then there was one time here coming up near the end of the video, I rolled it over and then looped it back down. Maybe this is it. Yeah, right here.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, just out there flying the daylights out of it. Having a good time with it.
Looks like fun. Yeah.
You ought to get you one, Art. You know,
Well, maybe someday I'll do that.
I bought that little.
Prices have come way down, so.
Well, without anything in them, yeah. I mean, I bought that little cub that's coming. It's due here October 1st.
Right.
I bought that for like $60.
Cool.
And it's, of course, I got to put the radio and stuff in it. And I'm going to put the motor and radio and everything and speed controller out of this airplane into the new Cub.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to add flaps to the new Cub because it has the ability. This one does too, but I'm going to add flaps to the Cub because so I'll have to put another radio in it and another receiver, I mean.
Right.
And then I just walk out to the field and get the airplane and whoops. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. I get over there and you know how hard it is for an old fat guy to kneel down when he can't kneel on his knees?
And you recorded it all for posterity there, too.
That's
Don't
right.
worry about it, Mel. I
Exactly.
can't do neither one of those.
So, anyway.
I'm like a Ken doll. I don't bend at the middle. It's called scoliosis.
But had a good time flying. So I've decided, and I don't know if I'm going to try this tomorrow or not, but I'm going to take it up about 200 feet. 200 feet ought to be enough to recover it. I'm going to try and spin it, Mitch.
Cool.
Oh, that's no big deal.
I'm going to see what kind of spin I can
just
get in it.
pull both sticks back to one corner. It'll go right into a little spin. Let go of the sticks. It'll snap right out of it. No problem.
No, this doesn't have autocorrect or none of that stuff. This is you fly it.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, as soon as
Oh,
you
you
let go
mean
of the
it'll
sticks
quit
at it,
spinning?
it'll quit spinning, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't get one of those things into an unrecoverable spin. They'll just pop right out of it.
Right.
You used to could.
No, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to recover from the spin and have 150 feet to spare.
Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to video it from the ground and
Yeah, that'd be cool.
From the FPV.
So here, since we're showing, trying to fill up Art, help him out a little bit here, right, Art?
Yeah, trying to kill time. Well, I don't know what it's top of the hour now. I don't know what your schedule is, Art.
Oh, Art likes
It's
to go
about that time for
trivia.
Trivia.
Oh,
All right.
What's
so
on
you
Mel's
guys
mug?
like television. You remember the show Kung Fu?
yep. David Carradine.
All right.
That was
How
the
many
question.
Carradines have appeared in Kung Fu?
How many what?
Carradines.
4, I think.
Can you name them?
Well,
Keith, David. No, I can't name all 4.
Well, you can Google it.
Nah.
First one to
Carlos got
get
it.
it.
Grasshopper. Geeksvana says 653. That's a lot of friggin' carradines, man.
That's
right
a lot
there.
of carradines. That's right. Keith,
David and
David,
Keith.
Dad and son.
Dad
That's
and
all
son.
4.
No, David's
Manny,
not
one, Lon.
Manny, Mo, Jack, and Curly.
There you go. Now, who knows who Manny,
You
Mo,
got
and
it,
Jack are?
Lon. You got to name them
Anybody
all.
in chat? While your guys are
Do you
doing
know?
that,
Do you know who Manny, Mo, and Jack are?
I know who Manny, Mo, and Jack are.
Not Larry, Mo, and Curly. Manny,
No,
Mo, and Jack.
Manny, Mo, and Jack. I know who they are.
The Pep Boys.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
See,
Yeah.
you weren't supposed to say that, Mitch.
Oh well, you know.
Let Art
I don't
stew
wanna
on
keep-
it.
I don't
You
want to
had
keep
it.
everybody in suspense that much. But
You
I
had him
remember
stumped.
that from growing up in Philadelphia. Pep Boys Auto Stores.
Yep, that's
Sean
right.
Geekspana, that's what's on my mug.
All right, it's a two-part question. How many and what are their names? So it
Google it,
shouldn't be
guys.
too hard.
Google it.
Use
It's
the
worth
old
some
Google.
toffee. It's worth some toffee for you.
And I'm not going to say anything until I see the right one.
Well, here, Art. I'll show you. I'll put up some flying while you're
All right. Do that
while you're doing that. That's
You showed
both
this
line
one.
of si- Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to fill up some time here. Since you're showing fixed wing with aerial footage too, I show you this. Pretty soon you'll actually begin to see the airplane because I zoomed in on it in post. It's tough to see on that little screen.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, I when I get to this point in the editing, I actually zoomed in. There it is. It's like
David, Robert, Keith, and Bruce.
David, is that right?
That I don't know about Bruce, but I think that's 3 out of the 4 for sure. Art? Oh, you're not going to say anything till everybody has the exactly
That's
right
right.
answer?
You use
Oh,
the
that
Google.
means it's
Here,
not exactly
I'll
right.
help you guys out. Go Google Kung Fu.
And when you get the song that sounds like everybody was kung fu fighting. Remember the Dancing Baby when that come out?
Yep.
Yeah, it does look like a Klingon bird of prey, doesn't it?
It
Yeah,
does.
it does.
And that's the daddy for the little baby that I just showed you. That's the bigger one.
John, Bruce, Keith, and David. And Art
Art's
is
not
still
saying
silent.
anything. Silent.
David, John, Keith, and Robert. Thank you, Captain Ray. They are for sale. Art is still silent. Yeah, this amount of time and nobody's Googled the correct answer?
Yeah.
Oh, don't make you guys are gonna make me do it, aren't you?
Not gonna make me do it.
All right, I'll give you a hint.
There it is. I got it right here. You want me to tell you?
Oh, okay, Mitch.
David, Keith, John, and Bruce.
David, Keith, John, and Bruce. I didn't know there was a John.
It says here, David Carradine as Kwai Chang Caine, Keith Carradine as Young Caine, John Carradine as Reverend Serenity Johnson, Bruce Carradine as Captain Roy Starbuck, and Robert Carradine as Sonny Jim. So there was 5 Carradines.
Oh, there was 5.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Mitch, you are the winner.
And Harrison Ford as Harrison.
Mitch can't win. He's on the show.
No, I'm on the show. I don't want to win. So
Well, you could give it to someone else.
Well, let's see if anybody was paying attention. Maybe they'll type that all in the chat.
Oh. Yep, and Harrison Ford was in it, and there was a couple
There you go, Carlos
Barrymores
figured
in
it.
it too.
There, Carlos put it all in there for you, Art.
Well, I don't know if he got it all. What the hell? He's got the whole cast in there.
Yeah, right.
Ah, there you go.
Everybody except
Oh, that's
Ray
the
Kelly.
main characters. Yeah.
Ray Kelly likes to flight. That was
Yep,
the
all
main
5
thing
of
too.
them
That
were
was
in there.
I was flying that line of sight. I wasn't flying it through the goggles, but I was recording it in the goggles. And this
William-
is actually a fun airplane to fly line of sight, Mel, because it's very agile.
William Shatner was even in this
Really?
episode. Nancy Kwan.
Yeah.
And,
So, Art, what do you think about, speaking of Nancy's, what do you think about Nancy getting her hair done?
oh God,
I think we're
I
going to
was
talk about that tomorrow.
set up.
Do as I
Yeah.
say, not as I do.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
hypocrisy is the
You
middle-
little,
is their
you
middle
little
name.
people don't know. You only
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
big people know.
Okay, here comes the landing, guys. Here
Oh,
comes the landing. Here it comes. Here it goes.
Nice and
oh,
smooth.
nice and smooth.
I'm proud of my landings. You know?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that whole thing about Nancy, that to me, that just proves that this whole thing
Is a farce.
is
It's a farce.
it's a sham.
Yep.
And then what does she
it
do?
had one purpose: to tank the economy.
The main purpose is keep people out of the polls.
Yep.
Keep
Yep.
people away from the polls so that
Yep.
they could have this gigantic mail-in voter fraud thing going on.
Yep.
That and to divide the country and start all we'll all talk about it tomorrow on
Yeah.
Art's
at any rate.
Place. We'll
Yeah.
go deep in depth on that.
Timeless Truce, thank you very much, my friend. He said expert landing. Geeksvana, nice landing. Yes.
Welcome to Showtime with Truce.
Email me, Captain Ray. I'll hook you up. I'll tell you how to get hooked up.
And I've got merch too, Ray. If you check out my Teespring, and I've got shirts, mugs, and and I also have the deplorable 2020 shirts there.
All right. You stole that from the deplorable
Well, I had
choir
a
lady.
deplorable
Huh?
2016 shirt.
Yeah, that's what I mean. From the deplorable choir,
Yeah.
the basket of deplorables lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and yep. There it is. There's my Teespring right there.
Yeah,
Right
drone
down
days.
there.
So many people touch them that they sort them out based on what party you're voting for, and some of them actually make it to the count, and some don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if they don't have enough, they magically find a few
They
few
find
hundred
look
cardboard
what we
boxes
found
full of
in
them in a
the
warehouse.
trunk of
Yeah.
this car. We found
2
this.
weeks later,
oh,
2
yeah.
weeks later, they find them in a warehouse. Yeah,
Yep.
that's amazing.
We
Bob,
we
Drone
might
Days, how you
not
doing,
find
buddy?
out for 2 weeks, 2 months. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, well, they're setting it up for that now.
Yep.
I mean, they're prepping us for that. This whole thing is a big setup so that come election night, when Trump wins by 30 points, we all know in advance that that can't possibly be right because we have to fight for the next 4 years to find
Yep.
out who really won the election,
Yeah.
so that they can declare that he's an illegitimate
Chris.
president.
Hey, Chris.
So
Yeah, because
So-
they can't impeach him. They can't prove he had Russia collusion. So
Yep.
because he
now they'll
didn't.
have
I
to.
mean, it's all.
Oh, they
It-
even
it's-
tried to trot out the 25th Amendment on him, and they couldn't.
Oh yeah,
do
that was a great one. That was a great one.
Yeah.
That was a great one. And in the process, they've shown themselves to be exactly what they are, and they've over the years they've managed to hide that pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But,
to some, to many.
Yeah, but a lot of these people are beginning
Oh.
to kind of say, wait a minute, some of this just doesn't make sense here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know that phrase about the woke, right?
The woke. Oh yeah,
I hope that that's really what's happening is people are getting woke.
woke. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Well, anyway.
Oh, Massachusetts had an interesting primary, a first in that state.
What happened?
A Kennedy lost.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Joseph P. Kennedy III lost to Markey.
But still, it was a primary, so they're both Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
He's Mr. Drooly. Remember when he gave I think it was after one of the State of the Union speeches that I think it was, 2018 or 2019. And he did the rebuttal, and he was drooling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
oh,
that.
man. How can you not talk about this stuff? That's all there is. That's all there is with between the COVID and the.
What's the
election
date
and
today? What's the date today? Today's 9/5.
Yeah.
Yep, 9/5. And you
September
know
5th.
what next Friday is?
What's that got to do with anything, Chris? Anything special? I know
Oh,
Monday. I know
it's not
Monday
your
is
birthday.
September 7th. That's Sonari's birthday.
Ah, September 7th, 1941 will live in infamy.
That was December 7th, I think.
Oh, damn!
Oh,
change the
yeah,
calendar?
that's right. Change your
Change the
calendar
calendar,
there,
yeah.
Mel. You're still on August. We usually wait until your show to tell you about it.
Yeah, well, Chris beat everybody to it tonight.
Oh man. So where are the rest of your panelists tonight, Art? Where are the?
Yeah,
where are all the-
well, it is Labor Day weekend. They're probably out, either out of town or they're out backyard cooking up some burgers.
No, that's not yet. I mean, that's Sunday and Monday. Is
Sunday and Monday.
I mean, it's the holiday weekend is not today is Saturday, isn't it?
Well, I have
Yep.
to work Monday, so to me it's just
Do you
another
really?
day. Yep.
Well, when you're retired, like the day's just all. What the hell day is it? It's just another.
I
day.
work harder now that I retired from over the road trucking than I did when I was over the road trucking. For Christ's sake, I ain't kidding. I worked over 50 hours last week.
Wow,
Well,
No, I was off Monday.
those are some long days.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
you travel a lot, don't you? You spend a lot of time on the road.
Oh no, just local around town mostly.
Really, I thought you had to go great distances.
But I'll tell you what, no. Running up north is about 60 miles and back is 120 miles
okay.
round trip. But you basically driving local and put 350 miles on a truck in one day.
That's a lot of driving.
That's a lot of driving through city traffic and across town.
that's right, Ten Toes. The 19th is International Talk Like a Pirate You know what
No.
kind of socks
real?
pirates like?
What?
Here we go.
Argyle.
Wait a minute, Art. I got to turn it on here.
Alexa,
Okay.
tell me a joke.
How does James Bond like to sleep? Under covers.
How did James Bond like to sleep undercover?
Uh,
Yeah, he was usually undercover with another agent.
Has anybody ever heard a good joke yet from that Amazon Echo thing, or do they make them? Are they supposed very bad on purpose?
On purpose.
That's what you'd almost have to think that nobody could have that bad a sense of humor
Yeah,
to
right.
compile that many bad jokes.
Oh well.
it reminds me of many open mic shows I've been to.
Were you perhaps the performer in some of those open mic shows? Yeah.
So, Art, are
That's
you
gotta
running
be-
vMix right now or no?
No, I'm not. I am lagging just a little bit. Not as bad as VMix. Boy, VMix.
Well, why are you lagging? If you're running straight into StreamYards, why are you lagging at all?
I have no idea.
You're not. I don't see you lagging too much on my window. Now you might notice that there's a
yeah.
tiny little delay on my audio
know what?
because my audio is going straight into StreamYards and my video is being processed by OBS, and that is taking maybe 100 milliseconds to do.
Let me bump
Well, see,
out and
mine
bump back in.
Mine is all being processed through vMix, so mine should be straight cut. But Art, if he's not using anything, if he's going straight into StreamYards, it should be a straight cut also.
It should be. It should be pretty.
Really,
Pretty good.
really close.
Pretty
And he's
synchronized,
way
yeah.
off.
Is that any better?
That's
No.
worse.
That's
Nope.
well, that's what it's about. The way it caught my attention.
If you snap your fingers,
Or clap your hands.
yeah,
No, just once. Just go like this.
yeah, you'll see the delay. Little bit of a delay.
Yep.
And I know why mine is, but that's just the way I choose to. I have my mixer. My mixer is working through that voice meter potato, and the video processing is being done by OBS, and that adds just a slight little. Now I can fix that. You can fix that.
You
now.
can adjust
all of these
that, yep.
programs have the place to tune the delay. I just don't want to fool. I just haven't bothered. But if it was professional broadcasting, they would really work and match the delays perfectly.
Yep.
So that.
I don't think
Now,
StreamYards offers that though.
Well, but my mixer does. And
Yeah, but I'm
OBS
talking
does.
about for Art. We
Oh,
got
well,
ours
okay.
nailed. I mean, ours
Yeah.
is good. Mitch, it's good every time we boot up. But I'm talking about Art, just trying to help him out.
Yeah.
How about in
well,
his
you gotta
Tascam
remember, I
mixer?
live in an apartment complex, and you gotta think, there's all these internet
think that's what's-
connections,
I don't think that's what's
Wi-Fi. I'm
causing-
not on Wi-Fi.
That's not it, Art. That's not
That's
it.
not
It-
the cause of it.
No.
Nope.
The cause of it is from your audio and video processing. Now, maybe your little Tascam mixer there has a delay setting in it that you might be able to use somehow to sync it up. Depends
I
whether
got
your audio is
the
lagging or
reverb.
your videos.
Turned all the way down.
Now, is there a menu? Is there? Well, we don't want to get into it now, but there might be a
Yeah.
menu with some. I know that my little Zoom H6 here has. You can put a delay on each channel if you want to.
Okay, I don't know if I could. I might be able to share this. Let me see. Let me try.
Betafly Lon Denard, Yo Mitch, Betafly Advanced Starter Kit, $200. Thoughts? That's. I think it's a lot of toss up between that and the Tiny Hawk 2 starter kit. I think that I haven't had personal experience with either of them. I think the Betaflight one comes with a better transmitter, and
Oops.
the Beta FPV.
Oh, I gotta put that back. Oh, darn! I did.
You're
it
talking about the
wrong. Let me
Beta
try that.
FPV one, I think. Okay. Get
Dang
the
it.
Tiny Hawk. Carlos likes the Tiny Hawk better. Tiny Hawk 2 ready to fly.
There.
Although Ed's having a great time with his Beta FPV Cinewhoop. What are we looking at?
Okay, this is my my menu for my
For your dash cam?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that
there's
doesn't-
part of your problem right there. Your sample rate's 48 hertz. It ought to be 60 hertz.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, 48K.
Right.
48. No, you want 48,000 as a sample rate. For,
Oh, is that what you? I
yeah,
thought you wanted.
48,000. That's it. Yeah, 48. That 40. It's going to either be 44.1 or 48K, and you want to try to stick to 48K.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm okay on the sample rate?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't
Okay.
see any delay. I don't see any delay settings
Yeah.
there, so it may not.
What
it may
about
not
in
happen.
expert mode?
All right. Let me. There we go. See
Ooh.
that?
Okay, there's an equalizer. You got a compressor.
You got delay down there in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, way down at USB delay, way down at the in the lower right hand corner. See where it says
Right.
USB delay?
Yeah.
Put 100 milliseconds in there and see what happens.
Okay.
Just 100,
Okay.
100.
Got it.
and save it.
Do you have-
or-
Do you have to save it?
Alrighty.
I'm trying to scroll down on that screen. Mitch.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out how do I save this.
Just hit enter. No,
Oh, there we go.
there you
Okay,
go.
now talk.
Talk.
That's
Do
much-
it. Talk
good.
some more.
All
Say-
right. How's that? Is that-
Perfect.
oh, that is a little better. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
go
think-
to 125. Mitch, what do you think?
Yeah, I
Or
think
is he
he's
close
close enough. He's close enough with 100. Yeah.
Okay. All
Come
right.
back to
Better.
regular screen.
Now make
Mitch.
yourself big so we can see
Yeah.
you. Art. Get rid of that screen so we can see you. There you go. Now talk.
Alrighty.
No, that's much better.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, I'm glad
There you go.
we had you guys here, and
Solved your problem.
cool.
Piece of cake.
Cool. There you are.
Now, if you really want to fine tune it, you can go into this and watch yourself and just change that a little bit. Usually between 100 150 is the range that you have to work with. So if you want to, you might have a little too much or a little too little right now. You can, if you really
Right.
want to mess with it, but it's close enough. Like Mitch said, it's
Right.
pretty close.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, I don't know if the human brain will compensate for the difference between watching your lips move and what you hear, and
Only when you're watching a
Right.
bad Chinese movie.
yeah, but
Yeah.
no, seriously, you get a couple, you'll stop noticing even if it's a couple hundred milliseconds off. Your mind will put it all together for you, so
Yeah.
it looks like what you hear is synchronized with the lips that are moving.
Right.
Pretty
Cool.
cool.
Anyway,
All right.
Godzilla.
Next on ArtCo Drone Solutions, we'll talk about audio. Yeah. Getting everything all synced up.
no, we done talked about that. You got to have another topic now.
Yeah, come on, Art.
That one's history.
Alrighty. So we talked about
speaking of
fixed
history,
wings.
my cup no longer runneth over. I must return.
I see. Cool. And
Yeah,
then,
and I got to keep some of my powder dry here, Art, or I'll have nothing to talk about tomorrow night.
okay.
And then I'll have to
Alrighty.
be calling on you to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about. No, we're going to talk about some of Carlos's problems tomorrow night.
Yeah, there you go. You
Love
got
it,
a
Lauren.
lot.
Wish I
How
had
many,
one.
how many did he send you? Something like
5.
four
He sent me 5.
Five?
A box,
Wow.
a box of drones, yes.
box of
and,
drones.
And I'll tell you,
Cool.
so it's a challenge.
Right.
Back from this guy, Gep RC, he needs replacement prop guards. Oh, it's a Gep RC. I thought he got the Beta FPV. Oh, that was a Gep RC, Carlos. Yeah, and I know he broke one of those prop guards. Why was I
Oh,
thinking that it was a Beta FPV thing that he got? Huh.
uh-huh.
Yeah, Carlos is correct. The Tiny Hawk 2, you crashed the hell out of that. I never broke. Have you broken yours yet, Carlos? I've not broken mine. Mitch, have you checked out Dobo's FPV kit from DroneWorks? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. You're not talking about that. What the hell was the name of that? Beagle drone or something? Is that what that was?
Hmm.
Is that what you're talking about, my friend? A Beagle?
Well, did you hear about the GoPro has a new mount? It's magnetic. It's
Really?
got a magnetic mount where you just stick it on anything metal, and it's got the prongs. Like it looks like the
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust that on a drone or outside of a car.
Yeah, yeah.
They use the suction cup mounts. Even that
Yeah, I
won't
had
be,
one of those, and after a while, it'll fall off right off your windshield. So,
Dobos. No, I haven't checked. I haven't checked that out. There's so much going on here, and I don't. I have not. The only kits that I've gotten involved in were those Tyro kits from Eachine because they
right,
were just so cheap. You get just so much. Uh, you get so much drone for a very small amount of money. But most of
right.
these other kits these guys are putting together
Hmm.
trend to be a little more on the expensive side. I'd rather just buy the pieces and parts and put
Right,
together what I like. And you know, after you build a few of these things, you become familiar with certain types of hardware, certain
right.
VTXs, certain flight controllers, once you start settling in using the same things in most of your quads, then it makes it a hell of a lot easier. You don't have to be doing as much research all the time, figuring
Hmm.
out where to solder this or that.
Hmm. Yeah, take that out. So
Uh,
I guess tonight Mars is going to be right next to the moon.
oh, well, really?
Yep. So that'll be
Yowie
interesting.
P51 is here.
Oh, hey, Yowie.
How you doing, my
Welcome to
friend,
the
from
show.
down under?
Cool.
Good to see you.
Cool.
So is Mel gone? Mel's gone for good, I guess, or did
I
you just
think
pull him out
no,
of
I
it?
think he's going to get his coffee.
He's going to
I've
get his
got him in the
coffee.
green room right now.
Oh, okay.
JSK Enterprise,
Good
welcome to
evening.
the show. Cool. We're up to 22. Great.
Yeah, and this is like a Seinfeld episode. This has been a show about nothing.
Yeah.
Uh, so
I
you gonna
might
fly
have
tomorrow?
to. Well, I've got the RoboMaster. Maybe I need to get one of those remote control cars and run it around in the parking lot here and put a
Are
camera
you
on that.
are you running out of what to shoot photograph with your
Yeah.
drones?
Yep. And let's see, I've got the Parrot Sumo jump. I got to figure out how to get that to where it'll jump. There's a spring inside, and you got to figure out how through the software that it'll pull that spring in, and then you hit a button and it jumps. I could do it manually and push that spring in and let it run around and hit the button, and it pops up about a couple of feet.
I'm afraid I would get terribly bored with that after about 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And let's see what else. Well, I've got the Parrot Mambo. I need to get that going. Oh, that's another thing. I might have a project for you. You know, on top it looks like a Lego pattern. I think that's where the camera plugs in. And I can't, for the life of me, I can't find the camera on eBay or on Amazon for it. So I was wondering if and I've got an extra camera, if we could make a 3D printed thing to hold the camera and plug that camera into the drone to power it and maybe fly it FPV.
Sorry to laugh. I'm not laughing at you, Art. I'm laughing at Yowie P51. We got talking about. I told my bee sting story on the show. You know,
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he commented in the video about kidney stones, and we
Yeah.
talked about kidney stones a little bit.
Yeah,
He says here we can talk about kidney stone stories.
well, I've
That's
been
funny.
fortunate. I haven't had that problem, but my dad did, and they wanted him to catch it, so they said, "Here, use this strainer," and then after that, he said, "Screw it. If it comes out, I'm not gonna mess with it."
Ah, man.
It's like trying to pass a teeny tiny shard of glass through your
And that was the story I told, and part of telling my story about actually
well,
going seeking
that's
medical
what my
attention for a
dad
bee sting.
said. Yep, bee
Yeah,
sting.
I said to the nurse, I said, and in case you think I'm a hypochondriac, the kind of guy that runs into the emergency room for every little thing, the last time I said I ran into the emergency room was 7 years ago when I was writhing and puking on the kitchen floor in pain from a kidney stone, and it took me 2 hours of that before I would go to the emergency room. So, yeah, that was I don't ever want to do that again. Cigar Nation Warriors, what about those RC jets? He says. What about them? I have flown RC jets and have videos of them, but I don't know what.
Well, all right. Well, Mr. Mel is back.
Mr. Mel is back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos
Like a-
says to buy directly from
Yeah,
Parrot. Art.
I'll try that. Maybe I can find that.
Lon says he should send you the Parrot swing. You ever fly one of those little Parrot swings?
Lon, don't bother. I have one, and I'll do another review on that. And this time I won't land it on somebody's roof. This time.
Well, you like doing that, Art. You like to
Yeah.
like landing on people's rooftops.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And don't listen to Dan.
Tentos is right. Says Mel, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I already knew that, Ten Toes. Thank you.
Yeah. We're trying here, Art. I don't know. Trying to help you fill up some time. In fact, I think I'm going to call it a night tonight. Right now,
All right, Mitch. Well, thanks.
because I got some things I got to do here tonight.
Oh yeah,
and,
retired guy. Oh yeah.
No, I have some workshop.
I got
workshop
things to do. I
to
gotta
do.
go down to the old folks' home and
No.
go to the
Basically,
ballroom dancing.
What
We got that going.
what I got to do involves a cylindrical shaped object made of tobacco leaves, expertly rolled up, and some fire. If you understand what I'm saying.
Bill
Yeah,
Clinton
and,
knows a lot about that.
I know he does. I know he does. But
And
I
he
will.
has he has a humidor named Monica.
And, And Carlos has said that he would, if we send him a link, he'd be happy to come in and join in. If you'd like to have
Oh,
Carlos join in with you.
sure.
Do you have his email address?
No, I don't. But
Okay, on my way out, I will send Carlos a link, and
awesome.
I will be watching you guys from the patio
Okay, cool.
as I enjoy my evening cigar.
Awesome. Thanks.
And with that, I will send Carlos the link, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks,
Cool.
as usual. Thanks for having me in. And Mel, good to see you as usual. And hopefully
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow night, buddy.
Yep. See ya. Good night.
Okay,
Mitch.
adios.
All right, I want to say hello to Neil, Blind Neil. Welcome to the show. And Dad Random. So how's the weather down there in Arkansas? That's another
Hot.
place where
Hot
pirates
and
like to go.
humid.
Arkansas.
Yeah, hot and humid.
And we got Jim back. Welcome back, Jim. You got the lawn all mowed?
Friends don't let friends mow when they're pissed off.
We tried to
Yeah.
stop you, Jim. We gave you things to, you know.
Yeah, he didn't even mow in the line. He's all over the place. You got random patterns all over
I'll
the
tell you what, there's no telling what that's going to look like in the light of day.
Are you the kind of guy that starts from the outside and spirals in, or do you go at a pattern?
I'm an inside guy, yeah.
Oh, you don't do the diagonal where you go back and forth?
No, you know why? Because I don't give a damn about my neighbors. So all the lawn clippings go on the street. You can all hate me all you want. Don't give a damn.
Yeah. I'm the kind of guy that would split up the yard into zones and then just, go around and circle and then finish that and go on to the next zone. Start from the outside and go.
Some of it you kind of have to do because you got a couple of palm trees, and then I got this little patch there that I kind of have to go up and down on. You got to
Right.
back up and mow, but the rest of it you can kind of go around in a circle.
Right.
But I tell you
Well,
what, it is pitch black out, so there's no telling what that looks like.
Yeah, you're in an area where when the sun goes down, it's black. We're here in Colorado. We got twilight that'll last for 20 minutes
Really?
or so. Yeah. The further north you go,
That's kind of cool though in the summer months, right? Because then
Yeah.
you get to go outside a little bit where it's not oppressively hot. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but in Colorado at that altitude, Jim, it doesn't get oppressively hot anyway, like it does for like you and me,
How bad does it get, Art? What's your worst? Like in
I think
August?
the hottest temperature I've experienced here is 105.
Yeah,
It's like
but
a daily norm.
almost no humidity,
We'll get
though, right?
Handful of 100-degree days, but we get a lot of 90-degree days. But it's
Hey, Ray.
because it's so dry here, so it's a dry heat.
I tell you, that dry heat thing works for me to a certain extent. Because when I was in Yuma, Arizona, when it's 120 degrees outside and you can actually cook an egg on the aircraft wing,
Yeah,
you lose the dry heat humor.
yeah.
You still
Yep.
sweat like a son of a gun.
Well,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, that's really hot. One time I was driving to a gig back east from Denver, and I'm driving across Kansas. 111 degrees in Hayes, Kansas. And this car had no air conditioning. So I'm driving this Honda Civic station wagon with the windows rolled down, the moonroof open, and I'm still burning up. I'm
Yeah.
grabbing ice out of my ice cooler and I'm throwing it down my shirt just to cool
It's
off.
a family show, Art. It's a family show.
I heard a guy from New Mexico I learned when I got out of boot camp, I took every last minute I could to stay at home, right? So I drove from Long Island to Yuma, Arizona, and I went through little towns. And one place was Gilda Bend. So I said to the guy, "Is this Gilda Bend?" And he goes, "No, this is Gila Bend."
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Gila monster.
So I'm watching a show, a YouTube show. The guy's from New Mexico, and he called it Gilda Bend.
No, it's Gila Bend.
I would have thought if
No.
anybody knew, those Southwest guys would have known how it's pronounced.
No, he must have been a transplant. That
The G is an H.
yeah, because it's a Spanish area, so the G is an H sound.
Well, the J
in
is
Europe, the J sound is a Y sound.
It's
So-
spelled Gilda.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but they call it Gila Bend.
Now,
Just-
that naval battle during World War One, is it Jutland or is it Jutland?
Hmm.
I've heard it both ways. On a
I didn't even
History
know we had a
Channel.
naval battle in World War One.
Yeah, that's right.
What
One
kind of
guy-
navy did we have?
Rowboats.
I remember seeing those old
Where's
original
your
tanks.
badoom bing thing? You know, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, the Battle of Jutland, that was the German High Seas Fleet versus the British High Seas Fleet. Mostly battleships, battle cruisers, and lots of destroyers.
I've seen Tulsa has changed from Tesla to Tulsa. Tento says. Why is Tesla in Tulsa?
No,
Oklahoma?
Tesla's in California.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's in San Francisco, just south of San Francisco.
Right. Did you know that Tulsa spelled backwards is a slut?
Art, not when I'm drinking coffee. It's hot.
Oh my goodness!
You're right, though. I'm looking at it.
Mhm.
Got it, Ray. It'll be taken care of.
Yeah, that's an old joke from back in my stand-up comedy days, going way back to the 80s.
When I moved from Northern
JDS
Illinois,
Flying
to Oklahoma-
Canuck, welcome. We got somebody from the Great White North.
Wow, I haven't heard that in a
Hey,
while.
JDS. Careful, Art.
Now I got that song in my head. Remember that Canadian song? Ooh, 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 ooh.
Coo, 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 coo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. What show was that on?
Oh God, that was that First City, Second City rather?
SDTV.
Yeah,
SDTV.
Second
It
City.
was
TV.
their version of
SNL, Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. Yep. Hey, we got our fellow expat from the Philippines, James, in the chat. James, I sent you a link if you like to jump in. You
JDS.
are welcome.
How do you pronounce Akishiro? Akishiro?
Akira show.
Akishiro?
I ain't even gonna try.
Yeah, I took a shot out of it.
I
Oh,
figure
name.
you guys murdered it enough. I don't have to add mine into it too.
Jim Cad.
Jim
Hello, host.
Cad, welcome to the show.
So
yeah,
he's asking for subs.
Trying
right.
to grow, want to make friends. I don't know. Are you into
Well,
drones?
Yeah, if you're into drones, we'll check out your channel, and if the kind folks in the chat like what you got, you'll have your you'll have some subs. So Oh, I got it.
What?
It's a Akira show.
Oh, it was true?
Yep.
Art got it, yeah.
Mhm.
No, he's not into drones.
Ah,
So that Autel Evo 2 Dual starts out at 10 grand.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of those, but when I found out it was, yeah, oh well.
And it's a boson FLIR, and it's not radiometric, so you can't
No.
use it for.
It's six. Well, when I seen it was supposed to be 640, I thought, okay, but since
Right.
it's not radiometric, then that doesn't do you a whole lot of good. I mean, it'd be good for search and rescue, but it's
Yeah.
not going to be good for anything else.
Yeah.
Hello, Bob Casey. Welcome.
Bob
Al-
Casey, Al Diaz.
What's
James
up, Al?
is going to be lurking in the background. Well,
Hello, Al.
Bob, I
Right,
was talking
James.
about you earlier. I got made to go mow the lawn, and I was glad I didn't have your little slice of the earth.
Did you get it all mowed, Jim?
I don't know.
Oh,
Well, you got
It's got the
the
lights
darn
on it.
lights on
did you
your
cover the square
mower.
footage?
Yeah. I gave it an
Okay.
attempt. Yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Okay, there you go.
Those lights are pretty bright. I was
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
There you go.
See,
There's no
that's for,
switch. They just
no, they come on when they start the mower.
right.
Right.
You got a riding mower of some kind?
Yeah, it's a Cub Cadet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Jim, have you guys had any lawnmower races in your neighborhood?
No, but my neighbor, he moved. He had that real expensive mower. It's like $5,000. That riding mower.
Oh, a Mahindra?
No, you know the ones they race.
Oh, John Deere.
The hell's the name of them? They're black and silver.
Huh.
They're really
Well-
expensive. It looks like your regular riding mower, but PTO.
Well, back
No,
in
I
the-
don't have PTO on there.
Back in the 70s, in my neighborhood in Michigan, we had lawnmower races where some of the
I have to
neighbors
look
would
up.
get together and we'd go around the subdivision and they would race each other. That was kind of cool.
I'd have won.
Well, you remember Tim Allen's show? Home
I
and-
had I had a 100cc motor on one of mine.
Oh. Did you see the one where he had the jet motor put on?
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
thing just went pew, and it went right through a sign.
All right, check this out. And this was just, I went looking on Google, and none of them are the lawnmowers I'm talking about. But it
Oh.
shows the Honda is the fastest lawnmower in the world.
Wow. There you
100
go,
mile an hour
Jim.
in 6 seconds? Damn.
No kidding.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's not even the mower I was talking about.
Wow, you can have your lawn mowed in 30 seconds.
I think that lawnmower casing there is just for show.
Yeah, it's
Right?
a go-kart. That's a
Yeah.
go-kart.
Yeah,
for sure.
it looks like a go-kart almost.
But it's
Look
got
at
a
those
V twin
tires.
in it, a V2 motor, V twins.
Oh,
The Japanese
mowing
motor
the lawn with
company's
that.
Mean Mower V2 reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the fastest lawnmower, hitting 100 miles an hour in 6 seconds.
oh,
That's
geez.
amazing. I don't think I'd want to do 100 mile an hour in a
No.
lawnmower.
No.
I mean, I'm okay with it in a car, or a pickup truck or a big
Yeah.
truck, but
A little
not
steel around you.
yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I blow a tire, I got a chance of surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to find that expensive
One time
mower.
I built a go-kart with a sail on it. Oh, man, that thing hauled. I mean,
On a windy
with
day
the
downhill.
windy day in Michigan where we get those. Oh God! We took my parents were house painters, and they had these drop cloths, canvas.
Right.
And what I did is I cut a triangle and I had a pole for a mast, and I made a boom, and we had a rope on it. Well, I didn't make that boom high enough.
So when it swung
So we
around the
got
other way,
we got hauling down the street, and then I turned around. That thing just went around, what, right in the side of my head.
yep,
Oh
that'll do it.
man.
You're supposed to be laying down on those things, Art. You're not supposed to.
Well, I mean, this go kart, the seat did lean back kind of like this, and I forgot. I think I had ropes for steering.
Yeah.
Where,
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
the regular building you go kart. We
Yeah.
because the babies, we had 6 kids, and you had that what do they call them when you push the kid around in that?
Oh yeah, a stroller.
Oh, the stroller.
Stroller.
Or a pram, as they call it in England.
My mother had one with those big wheels on it, and we were able to take them off and just put nails through it into the 2x4 for the go kart.
Yep. We'd take either a piece of plywood or some 1x8s and make the frame, and then you got cross piece for the rear wheels, and then the front you just had like a big ass, excuse my French, for the pivot for the steering. You had
we just had a bolt going through it.
Yep.
Piece of 2x4 with 2 wheels nailed on and a bolt going through it. You pushed it with your feet.
Yep.
Your feet, or a couple of ropes that had eyelets.
No brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, no brakes.
The bottoms of your shoes were your brakes, weren't they?
Yeah.
Or you had a stick.
That was the original brake shoe, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think Art's
Ba-dum-ping.
You had a stick on the side that was it would rub on the ground.
A drag stick. Yep.
Yeah.
If you got going fast enough, you might get smoke out of that.
Well, here's my original lawnmower, Art. I got that picture up. And my father used to make us push this thing.
Oh, I remember those.
Oh, I had one of those. Yep.
Oh,
that is a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Do that with 2-foot tall grass.
You can't. It's just insane.
Yep.
You can look at the wheels. I mean, they even spin on the ground. You know what I mean? While you're trying to push.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't know why they ever made those.
Yeah.
Or at least put wheels that catch.
That was the Leave It to Beaver model.
I actually had one of those, and we used to sharpen the damn blades.
Yep.
With a file.
Well, you see that picture with the one with the grass. If your grass is like that, it'll work just fine.
You got to get, speed up.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you got about every 10 feet, you're like, even as a kid, for Christ's sakes.
Yep. That one on the bottom left there, that's my favorite right there, that green machine.
There you go.
Mine is yellow, the Cub Cadet.
Yeah.
It's kind of a knockoff, a John Deere knockoff.
Well, we later had a Toro that was self-propelled, where you just started up and you hold on.
Yeah.
Clamp and it. Oh.
I tell you, when I got a little bit of an education on lawnmowers a few years ago, back in 2000, after my wife and I divorced in 2001, she took the riding mower. Now, she had a postage stamp. Now, I had a John Deere riding mower with a 54-inch deck on it. She had a postage stamp lawn in a neighborhood, and I had 5 acres in the country, okay? She took the riding mower. I said, hey, I'd like to have that mower.
Yeah.
She said, well, you buy me a lawnmower, and I'll let you have it. I said, okay. So I went to box store, and I bought the nicest push mower I could find at the time. And I had no idea that those things had electric auto start on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The guy showed me. He says, you pull crank at one time, that charges the capacitor. The capacitor then, when you grab the safety handle, will engage the starter motor and start the mower. I was like, you're kidding me, right? He goes, nope, watch this. And he had one there that he'd already demoed it, like probably who knows how many times.
Right.
We walked up to it. He said, just grab the safety handle and pull it down to the mow handle. I grabbed hold of that safety handle, pulled it down, and the mower went boom. I said, well, holy shit, son, I'll take it.
I never even knew they had them.
Yeah, it was like $350 for a push mower. Not even self-propelled.
And what? No wheel? The back wheels didn't turn?
No, you had to push it. It was human propelled.
Okay.
But this was back in 2000 now, so we're talking 20 years ago. So I bought it, took it over to her house, put it together, and she said, well, this is a push mower. I said, well, yeah, you don't need a riding mower for this lawn. I mean, this will take you 15 minutes tops. And that's if you go slow.
Starts and all that?
And I cranked it. She says, I'm not going to want to do that every time. I said, you don't. And it had like a key, you know, it was just a plastic thing, but it was like a key where you shut it off. I said, turn that on. She said, okay. So she turned it on, and I was just crossing my fingers in my brain, right?
Right.
And I said, now just reach up and hold on to the mower and reach up and grab that handle and pull it down. That's the safety. You let go of that, it makes the blades quit turning. And once the mower's running, that's all it does is engage the blades. But if the mower's not running, you turn that key thing on, and the first time you pull that handle down, it starts the motor and engages the blades. And she was like, well, I'll be darned. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And I said, yeah, well, you're also the same girl that never seen a radish either. You know, when we did our garden before we got separated, we had 3.5 acres. So I had a neighbor come over with a turning plow, a 3-run turning plow, and turned over 4 passes, 60 foot long. So I had a 40 by 60 garden, right?
Right.
Well, we had the John Deere mower and the discs and all that crap, you know, because I spent like $8,000 when I bought that John Deere. Bought all the stuff to go with it, the sprayer and everything. Well, it come time to harvest the radishes that we had planted. The first one, she reached down and I said, I'm going to let you get the first one. She reached down, grabbed hold of the top and broke it right off, right? I said, no. You got to wiggle it and get it loose. Remember, that's a big bulb in the ground now. You got to get that all loose, then pull it out. So the second one, she reached over and wiggled it around. I said, okay, that's loose enough now. Just gently pull up on it and it'll come out of the ground. So she pulled it out. Now, these were red and white hybrids, about the size of golf balls, okay?
Right.
And she looked it up, and she picked it up, and she was looking at it like this. I mean, she had this weird look on her face.
What is it?
I said, what's the matter? That's a beautiful radish. And she's holding it up. I swear to God, strike me dead if I'm lying. She said, yeah, but there's only one. The only time she'd seen radishes when you pick them up like that was a bunch of them from the grocery store, rubber banded together. She thought that's how they come.
Oh, God.
And then she wanted tomatoes. I said, okay, we'll put in about 4 tomato plants, and we'll put in a couple of cherry tomato plants and a couple of teardrop tomato plants. She said, no, I want more plants than that. She said, I want a whole row of tomato plants. And we're talking a 60-foot row.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. I said, no, you don't want that. You're going to have, you know, that's more tomatoes than 10 families can use. She said, no. I want tomato plants. Okay. Come time to harvest tomatoes, she was carrying plastic bags, grocery bags to work, giving them away. I mean, she'd take 10 bags a day. I mean, she'd pick 10 bags. Yeah. She had tomatoes coming out. I said, I tried to tell her, but she didn't understand how gardening worked.
Yeah. Well, I think you
Hello, Lauren.
Pointed out how that marriage went.
Yeah, it went. It's gone. It's history.
So she must have had some quality.
Yeah, she was the village bike. Anyway.
No. We won't go there.
Wait a minute. James is.
She was.
Jody says, what do you got? A couple of E-marks? Bob Casey, I have a bad boy mower, 0 turn, 61 cut. I'm a regular 46 inch.
Still
well,
takes
he's
him
got.
6 hours to mow. Yeah,
Yeah, I told you.
he's got.
I was talking about you, Bob, before you came on. I said, I'm glad I don't have yours.
Yeah, he's got to mow the Ponderosa.
Oh,
Jody's got ear X marks. It's still, I can't find that mower I was talking about. It's really expensive, and
right.
it was black and silver, and people used to race them right on lawnmower.
Huh.
I'm
Good
looking up
point,
in
Ed.
Google. Yeah, and they don't learn the first time either.
Usually not.
Well,
Art, what do you tell a blonde with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You done told her twice.
oh man, where's that button? Where is that?
Oh, I like that, Mel.
I'm laughing at you now, Jim.
Yeah, I
That
should
hit you,
enjoy
huh?
that one. Yeah. I told the bitch twice. Officer. Yep.
Kind of like the little old lady that
That's
asked me to help her check her balance at the bank the other day.
You pushed her over?
Pushed her over. Yep. Usually it's Art doing the entertainment. How did this role get changed here, Art? What's going on?
Hey, can you check my balance? Poof.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a time roughly? Yeah, sure. 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Anyway, Agent K, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Agent K.
Robert
Yeah,
Float,
love my drone.
So yeah, I'm gonna do a
The Wren?
tailspin tomorrow for the first time. I'm gonna try that out
What are you talking about?
on the airplane. On my
How are you going to do a
FPV,
tailspin? Yeah.
my FPV airplane.
Okay.
I'm going to take it up about 200 feet. I'm going to put it in a tailspin and record it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Bob. Take care and don't hit it too hard.
Wait, what's
Have a
Bob
good
doing?
night, Art. I mean, Bob.
Gotta go. Time to hit shot.
Yeah.
Why'd you just mow? Don't tell me you mowed today, Bob. I know. Yes, yeah. He talks about downsizing. I don't need this house either. I'd do great. I'd like one of those tiny homes. I could really dig a tiny. Just give me a big ass shed.
I could build you one.
I could really deal with that. I could deal with a tiny home with a hell of a huge shed. Put all your stuff in there.
No, the idea of a tiny home is to get rid of all this stuff.
Well, I
that you don't
know,
need.
but you still have your junk.
Well, what you need, Jim, you need one of those container homes from China for about 15 grand. You get a house and they park it on your lot and it folds right out. And it comes with the kitchen is already built. You get the sink and the cabinets already in there.
You can get them. You can get them built right here in the United States. They don't have to come from China.
Well,
shame on you, Art.
Yeah, but the kitchen's already built. It folds out.
Yeah, Jim. They make them modulars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look online, Jim. Do a search for
container homes.
No, I don't think they call them container homes, but they're modulars.
Modular homes, yeah.
And you can order different modules for your modular home,
right?
And they make interchangeable stuff. So and when it arrives, it comes in on a truck, kind of like a mobile home, and then they take a crane and they pick the thing up and set it down. And depending on which one you buy, they unfold the walls and then set the roof on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Or
check out Tom and Ruth's Philippine Adventures. They got one. And it turned out to be a pretty nice little home. All they had to do was they built. I think they put a slab out there, a cement
That's
slab
normally you have to put a foundation down of some sort for it.
foundation, and I think it already had the outlets for the plumbing and the electrical. So
You I saw a guy on YouTube who was making a foam block house and doing it as a series on YouTube. Him and his wife making a foam block house.
right,
Depending on where you live, you can do that. You can use hay bales.
Well,
You can-
yeah, in Alaska probably, right?
watch out for those wolves because they
Well,
might
imagine
up and
imagine if you had that
blow
good
it
of
down.
insulation there in Florida. Imagine how small of an AC unit you'd need. But if you want
This guy
100%,
has
I'm sorry.
bunkers are good. Oh,
Yeah,
and
bunkers
find
are good.
yourself a missile silo.
You know what I'd like to do? You know, I saw this on that's like a TV show that's like called Unusual Homes or something like that.
Right?
You know how one guy split an aircraft in half and he lives in the front part of the aircraft
Uh-huh.
and all that? That'd be pretty cool too. You're starting out with a stainless steel shell or
Pretty much, yep.
T6061 aluminum, but you're starting out with a good shell.
You can do
Well, then again, unless you got a 747, they're not really that big inside.
no, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
Oh, there's another way you could build a home. You use tires. There's a
You can
guy
do that
here
too.
in Colorado that built one. Yeah, it looks like an adobe house,
Yep.
but your walls
they
are like
Put mud on the outside. Yep.
yep. hmm
I
You
seen
can
a
do it
guy.
with plastic. There's somebody did it in Arizona with plastic bottles.
Yes, I
Yep.
saw that,
Yeah.
Mel. I did
Yeah.
see that.
And then they just mix adobe mud and plaster it on there.
Yep. Railroad cars. Yep.
Say, yeah, isn't that really the original container right
Yeah.
there? A railroad car?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There,
Boxcar.
there's a channel on YouTube where this couple they bought I think 2 or 3 containers,
Right.
and they cut out the walls and they the house they built is pretty darn nice, but wouldn't want to have hail hit it.
Think about because the sound. You'd have
Yeah.
to put the
Well,
you got to
that's
have
a,
insulation.
Insulate it pretty good.
Yeah, yurt wouldn't work in Florida.
You think about it. I mean, how much room do you really use? I mean, I use the TV room. That's it. Come on.
Yeah.
What the days of using the kitchen, dining room, and living room are over for me.
Why?
They're just over. I don't have kids. So they got
Well,
nothing.
Well,
no
so
don't
reason
you
for
want a
we use
shop
all those
area?
rooms here.
My relatives are in New York, so what the hell have I got to do? I just got a 20-foot TV room. That's it.
You want to build a tiny house? I'll build you a tiny house.
There you go.
You got
Well,
a truck
see-
to pull a trailer with?
The tiny house would be the entire size of my TV room, which is like, well, it's the size of the garage, which is
200 square feet.
23. Yeah.
Well,
it's-
if you get
that's
if you don't want it mobile, if you want it parked, like
Right.
on a foundation, 12 by 40, 15 by 40.
40
that-
feet's a lot when you think about it.
Well, yeah, but that gives you room for 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen, a living room.
Yep.
You know,
It really does. I mean, I think
And-
the whole.
and it could give you your studio room, workshop room for all your
Yeah,
junk.
there you go. Uh-huh.
I've literally right behind this wall got a room I never use. It's just stuffed with broadcast cameras and all the
Right.
stuff you acquire over the years. I mean, I've got the original NASs. Yeah, remember we were talking about that, Art? The network attached storage.
Yep.
Still can't think of who the hell it was, but it's the blue with the black front, the original ones. Never knew how to use the damn thing. It's in there. I got a Denon stereo that I never even used, 7.2 sitting in there. And it's even got the CD player. This thing's freaking huge. Sitting in there. Never hooked it up.
Cool.
All the things I was gonna. If I had a list of was gonnas.
Was gonna. Yep. Now,
It's the blue one with
yeah,
the black font. It's only 2 bays.
right. Well, you got that little underwater drone behind you. You got all those ponds out there. Why don't you, go exploring those little ponds?
There's nothing in them. Mostly we have drainage canals, which they
Yeah.
keep full to a certain level.
Right. Yeah, you'll see a lot of pretty interesting fish, like peacock bass, tilapia, all kinds
In
of
drainage
cichlids.
ditches? Drainage
No,
canals?
what he's gonna find the most, Art?
Alligators.
Stuff that'll eat him.
Yep.
We got alligators and turtles in there, yeah.
And turtles. Yeah. Oh, you guys have those huge snapping turtles.
Yeah.
They'll get about this big around,
Yeah, they got them up in Michigan too. Like that.
Yep, that's right. Alligator snappers. Yep. I remember those.
Never heard of Peanut Island. Used to live down that way. Where's Peanut Island? That's from Ray Kelly.
Don't know.
Ray Kelly went to President Kennedy's bunker on Peanut Island in Palm Beach. It was very crude. I didn't even know of such a thing, Ray. Well, that's interesting.
Is that where all the goobers hang out?
But you're thinking about it, it's in Palm Beach, Florida. You dig 10 feet down, you're in water.
Yeah.
So to have a bunker for the president is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Well, they probably have a sump pump and water. It's probably waterproofed on the outside and on the inside.
Look what Lon said. You're exactly, Lon. And the bad part is, we were talking the other night, I don't throw stuff away. I've got 750 cords from different, because everybody makes a different cord for a different item.
Yep.
And
No
Lon said,
alligators.
but Lon said that it's crazy what you accumulate. I have 4 TVs on walls and I live alone. Yeah. I've got a DLP projector TV, 65-inch, that works just fine. But I bought the HD TV 65-incher in the house, the Sony Bravia. So this one just sits there unplugged.
Huh? They got this app called, what is it, Just In or something like that, where you can take a picture of it and you put it online and sell the damn thing. Somebody comes up and picks it up. Facebook has something like
You
that.
keep telling yourself you're going to hook it up. I've got Firewire cables.
Firewire. That's so yesterday, Jim.
Thunderbolt 6. I've got LPT1 cables for the printer that doesn't exist now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, we're going.
I have never in my life used an RS-232. Still don't know what the hell it's for. Comes on the back of every computer and all that, or used to anyway. Those RS-232 plugins?
It's called an Ethernet.
No.
Yeah. Is it smaller than an Ethernet plug?
They're flat and round.
Oh,
flat
that's
and oval.
a phone jack.
No.
Yeah.
RS-232 connections.
Yeah.
It says it's a transfer cable. It just says transfer cable. Data transfer cable. I don't know what that. Devices may be classified as DTE, data terminal equipment, or data circuit terminating equipment. That defines how each device wires will be sending and receiving. But to what? Oh, here it is. Someone asks what. I'm looking at Google. What is an RS-232 output? Asynchronous with common communication protocol that lets you transfer data between electronic devices. Basically, can transfer a single byte of data over a serial cable having 3 to 22 signals and running at speeds 100 to 20K baud. That's old school.
Yeah.
But you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Blue RS-232 cable.
Oh, how
Never
about
used
New
the old
computers don't have it.
BNT connectors? Where you just-
BNC.
BNC. Oh God! You just plug it in and turn it, and
Give it a little turn, yeah, metal.
if you get that little middle section in right, a lot of times you'll get it in, and it'll go over the.
Tento says it. Originally connected between terminal and modem.
Right.
I guess I never had a comm device. My PI dream.
James.
Just a different interface.
Okay.
Most data and electrical go across many different interfaces. It's just an early adopted interface, mostly replaced by newer interfaces such as USB.
Yeah.
I guess.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
BNC was more for your high-end stereo equipment, wasn't it? Art? The BNC connectors?
No, that connected
Radio frequency stuff, wasn't it?
that, and I remember computers. I think it was for networking, where you would hook up a router to your
video and
had a network card. And,
yep.
oh, I saw something. You guys don't have TikTok. I saw this video on TikTok. It was an old ad for the early IBM PCs that took the 5.25 inch floppy disk, and they had the Charlie Chaplin character. He says, "Oh, and these floppies are for word processing." Puts it on the table. Oh, and these are for this and that, and it's like, let's say, all around the computer are all these piles of floppy disks that are programmed to run on your IBM PC to make you more productive.
Yep.
Yes, I do have TikTok, but I don't have anything put on TikTok. I like to call it should be called boob talk, where these gals just dance around and they're bouncing around.
Well, now we know why you watch it.
Yep.
But they do have some pretty cool computer how to DIY stuff.
I thought it was only a short video platform, like a minute or something.
Yeah, like how to make your PC run faster, or how to make your internet run fast. Or
I've tried to make my PC run faster time and time again, Art, and it still just sits right there.
That damn thing won't move.
It won't move.
Lon says that's why he watches it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's for the content. Yeah. Educational
boy,
purposes.
Boy. Boy.
Comcast bought out, Spectrum, which is a cable company here, and they bought out Vudu from Walmart. Now, Vudu is an app that runs movies and all that stuff and has free movies. And they also own the Fandango app.
Right.
So you can tell that August 1st they bought it, because now the free movies are MILF, boobs, and babysitters are in the top to watch free movies. That's
MILF?
Comcast. for you.
You like MILF?
Yes.
Man, I love fishing. They got
Yes.
fishing videos.
That's exactly what it stands for. What the hell are you doing, huh?
He's gonna get a copyright strike. What he's gonna do?
We heard about a quarter of that.
And understood less.
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff, and you'll see these gals, young Asian ladies dancing to that.
That's why you're on there, man. You got this Philippines thing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, he's all about that
Yeah. That Asian.
sideways
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
I was trying
Oh
to
my
figure
God.
out at the last second how to clean that up, Jim, and that was the best I could do.
There's only so much you can do, right?
Yeah, right? Hey, I bought 3 more SD cards today. I went to Best Buy and I bought 3 U3 64 gig
There you go. What kind did you get? What kind did you get?
SanDisk. I
The
always buy
Extreme
SanDisk.
Pros or the Extreme
Yeah,
Plus?
the
Or the
Extreme.
Extreme?
Yeah, the Extreme Pro.
Oh, the red and gold.
Now, Mel,
Uh,
don't forget to register the damn things.
Oh.
Free lifetime warranty.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll show
I've
you
never,
Tuesday
I've
night,
never
but
I've never registered a single card ever.
when I actually I registered my first 2 on Tuesday. Art, remember we were talking about that?
Yep.
That's the first time I've ever registered them. But when I went last time when I had a card die, which is the first one in my lifetime, I
Right.
went in to bitch, and they said, "Well, if you had registered it, you could have got a free one."
Yep.
Like,
So where do you get the free one from? China?
SanDisk. I buy the
China.
SanDisk cards, and they warranty them for life. It said 5 years when I did it, but then they sent me an email that said there's a lifetime warranty on that card.
Oh wow.
It's
Well, let
the
me. I'll go grab. I don't remember
Extreme
what.
Plus.
Yeah, I think that's what I bought right there. The black package. Yep.
Got a lifetime warranty on that.
Yep.
Now that,
take the
Jim,
little
that looks like that said you wanted to top up there. Does that say
No.
you?
No, it's a U3
Okay. Yeah, now I can see it. It was out of focus before.
330. U3 330.
That's exactly what I bought right there. Bought 3 of them.
It was cheap as hell. I got these
20
off of Amazon.
I got I did these at Best Buy for that. They were like $25 a piece or something. 23.
I
Time
caught a
I paid tax, it
1999
was like $75 out the door.
Still a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I
That's
almost
exactly
bought
where I got them.
128s.
Best Buy.
I almost bought 128s, and I thought, I really don't need 128.
Right. That's why I went with the 64s this time because I've got a couple of 128s and I don't use them fully.
I've got a 128, but it's a U1, and I've got it in my Osmo Pocket that I hardly ever use anymore.
Right.
In fact, I can't remember the last time I actually. And when I first got that thing, it was in my pocket. I carried it all the time, and now it's in the case, and I haven't even looked at it in a couple of months, probably or more.
Lon's special.
Oh,
I buy the
sure.
Extreme Pro.
Whose lifetime?
Yeah, if it's my lifetime, they got a safe bet there.
Yeah, right.
I'm not making it to Mitch's age. I know that.
Oh, I only use because I'm special.
Yeah, you're special, all right, Lon. There's no doubt about that.
Yep. Yeah. He rides the short yellow school bus.
Yeah.
Look at what Ray says. The guy I filmed the other day fishing had a MILF t-shirt on.
Yep. Man, I love to fish. Man, I love fishing. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I see them on Instagram all the time.
Ed, you got 2 SanDisk Extremes for $38?
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That Windows taste is awesome. All right, now you're losing me.
Yeah.
Tape it on the plane, Mel. Jody
What?
says.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
Jody, what are you talking about?
Oh, he's probably talking about your FPV camera. It is taped on there. It's taped on the tail.
Yeah.
I like Agent K. It's a lifetime warranty, the life of the product.
If it breaks, the product's life is over. The warranty is done. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
tape it now. Osmo Pocket.
Let me tell you something.
That might be a good idea, though.
Mel, I took a picture with my phone. There's no way in hell you're going to be able to read the numbers off of that tiny little SD card. I laid it down on your 400 AGL mat.
Yeah.
Mouse mat. And I took the picture from there, and then I just blew the picture up so I could see the numbers as I was typing into the registration thing.
Wow.
And what else is on here? You're going to be I said, all right, if that's the gimmick, then there's got to be more, right? So why does it say cut along this line? You see, there's a line there with scissors.
Right.
Well, Jim had to know, damn it.
Okay, what did Jim find out?
So Jim cut along the line, opens it up, and there is a certificate for free software.
Wow.
Free Rescue Pro download. Love this. Gotta love this Brio 4K camera. It's amazingly sharp. Can't see a damn thing. Free download of Rescue Pro. Anyway, trust me, guys. God.
Does that save your? Is it? Where you can save lost files or something?
Exclusive offer for our valued SanDisk customers. So why are you hiding it inside?
Because most people don't get it. They just take a knife like I do and cut the plastic around the SD card and pop the thing open.
Guess who did that?
Yep, just like that. Exactly.
And then I just started reading the front, and there was a dot with a 3 next to it. And I said, okay, what the hell does the 3 mean? And if you look at the tiny little writing down there, that you also need, I took photographs of all of it. I read the whole damn thing this time. I got anal on it.
I'd have to put my grandpa's on.
Well, I got the grandpa's on and still needed to take a picture with the camera to see what it said.
Wow.
Yep.
But yeah, those are the cards I bought. Those are exactly the ones I got.
Cool.
Yeah, Ed. I mean, I the first time, Mel, I always do that. I always just cut along the plastic and just throw it away.
Yeah, that's what I do. And that's probably what everybody does.
Yep.
And they don't pay any attention to the inside. That's pretty sneaky, give something away for free, but put it where nobody will ever see it, right?
I'm wondering why it has that little pair of scissors there with the dotted line.
Yeah.
What the hell could that be? So I took that apart.
Well, now we know.
Yep.
And the old saying, if it's free, it's for me.
I'll be right back, Art, because
Mel, I'm about ready to shut this bad boy down anyway. It's already.
Oh, you are? Okay. Well, I'll say goodnight to everybody then. Thanks for the link to join in.
Yeah,
Art, I appreciate it.
Mel and Jim and everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming in there, coming to my show. Lon, Don, and Ed, and Al, and Jim, and James, and Ray, and Jody, and Agent K, and all the rest. Yahweh, P51. Who else? Bren Nunley, and all the rest of the guys. Thank you guys for coming in.
By the way, Art.
Yes.
Looking at your YouTube output feed.
Yeah.
It looks like your audio is synced perfectly now.
Oh, okay, cool.
On what the viewers are seeing?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
See ya.
All right, take care, Mel. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm not going to do the timer tonight, so thank you all for coming in. James, I hope you learned something tonight. We'll catch you all next week. Don't forget, tomorrow is Art's Place. We got a lot of political stuff to talk about, so come in tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and God bless. Bye bye.